So I'm a second born. I have an older sister and two younger sisters. I grew up with my mom and my dad, just an ordinary-ish family, I would say. I went to primary in Makini, and then I got a scholarship, got to go and study at Brook House, and I did my high school there. And then I went to St. Mary's School for IB, which was a really nice experience. Honestly, I really loved my time at St. Mary's. And then I decided to go to USIU to study international relations, which was fantastic. I think I cleared in 2012. So I went to the University of Cape Town. I did my postgrad degree, and then I came back home. And my postgrad degree, by the way, was in justice and transformation. And remember, my first degree was international relations. So I really thought that I would be like, I wanted to work for like USAID, UN, you know, like Save the Children, things like that. Only to come back and realize that Izima jobs, they are not just available. They are not just there. I looked for opportunities, but I found that many of these international organizations, either they want you to be on internship, or you know, you're earning really low for your entry level. And at that time, I had gotten my son when I was 19 years old, first year, first sem of university. Yani I was that girl. First year, first sem, I had my son. So by the time I was coming back from South Africa, my son was around 4, 5 there. And obviously, as a single mom, I mean, for the single moms who are here, they would know that it costs a lot of money to raise your child. I mean, his father was present and he was somewhat supportive, but I needed money. I basically could not afford to have a job where I'm earning 30K or 20K, because what am I doing with 30K or 20K? So I started looking for other opportunities, and I got a good opportunity at a tobacco company. And it was something to do with communications, which at that time, I didn't even know that I was passionate about communications, but somehow the person who was hiring me was just like, you know, we can tell that you're really good at communicating. And so my career started in communications, and somehow I found that I fell in love with it, like communicating. I like to talk. Actually, you can just already tell. I talk really fast. I talk a lot. My husband will tell you that that is his biggest struggle in our marriage. I love talking. I love communicating. I love being able to express myself, and I do that a lot through visual media and a lot of speaking. So even things like public speaking, it just comes very naturally to me. So I worked there for a while, and then I moved. I went to a communications agency, a PR agency. I did that for a while. And then I moved to a betting company, and I worked in PR and communications. And then I moved to a pharmaceutical company. I worked as their head of marketing. So all this was all around communications, PR, marketing. And while I was working at, I think it was when I was at the agency, that I started, when I got my second born daughter, who's Mukeni, now she's 5. That's when I started posting a lot on social media. So I didn't start it off as like, I want this to be my career, I want to be influencer. Honestly, at that point, I don't even think I had like that view of like influencers make money. But me, I just started it because I was pregnant, and then of course my firstborn was about 6 years old. So it felt like I was doing motherhood like afresh. I just didn't know anything, and I was struggling to find content creators in Kenya who are moms who are sharing openly about their struggles to do with motherhood. And I was just like, wow, they're not there. So I said, okay, even me, let me just share, so that if there's a mom out there who is going through these same things, who is struggling with breastfeeding, who is struggling with how much are diapers costing, who is struggling with just the day-to-day, we are not sleeping, you're having issues with your husband, when was the last time you had sex, you just, you know, things are just not working. So I started posting, and that's the point I think I realized people were following me, people were like interacting with my content. I had many women who are saying, wow, yeah, I relate to that. This is so authentic in terms of the way I would create my content, because I never used to feel like I need to separate my actual life experiences versus what I'm actually posting. I would just post whatever it is that I'm feeling, whatever it is I'm going through. And so slowly by slowly that grew. And I think by the time it was November 2018, that's the point at which I was like, hiya, I can actually make good money from being a content creator and being an influencer. And so I decided to quit my job, all thanks to my husband, because I was like, babe, I'm going to quit and try this thing. But it backfire. By the way, you're the one supporting us, babe, you're the one supporting us. And he had so much faith. He's a very traditional-ish guy. So even him, he was not understanding these things, that he's so you're posting a picture and you're being paid to post this picture. Are you sure? Are you serious? Even his mom till today, I don't think she understands what I do, because she's always like, Auntie, just explain to me. So I just tell her, I'm doing advertising. That's what I tell her. And it's been fantastic. My platform has grown. I've been able to work with so many brands that I believe in, that I love. And for me, it's like I was crossing my fingers and I was telling God, God, come with me. Let's go and try this thing. And I'm glad that it paid off. And social media is such a growing platform, especially in like developing countries. We are not even the billion-dollar industries that they are in the UK, but we are growing and people are earning money. And you know, it's fantastic every day.